Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. For the past year, Boone County, Illinois has been a center of controversy for allowing terrible animal cruelty at Mexican-style rodeos. Rodeo supporters claim that this is their heritage, while Shark documented indefensible, illegal cruelty and extensive infractions of the Rodeo Association's own humane rules. From August 27, 2022 to October 22, 2022, Shark investigators documented 7 Mexican-style rodeos in 4 different locations. Illinois anti-cruelty laws were broken hundreds of times at every single one of those events. Many dozens of people were involved in the cruel law-breaking, but a total of just 3 people were cited. Horses were beaten, which is illegal. Steers were repeatedly shocked, which is a violation of prod manufacturer guidelines and is illegal. Steers were used over and over and over, anywhere from a dozen to as many as 20 times in a single day, which is overworking and is illegal. Steers were badly injured and left to suffer without any veterinary care whatsoever, which is absolutely illegal. At the end of the day, most of the injured, suffering animals were simply loaded onto a trailer and hauled back to where they came from, in Iowa, hours away. In one case, an injured steer was left until nightfall, when our drones could no longer legally fly. There's no indication that any of these animals ever received treatment. In one case, 2 steers were shot after county officials finally pressured rodeo promoters to not allow them to languish. In the case of one of the steers, the shooter was so inept, the victim had to be shot multiple times. Any number of county offices could have done something. The zoning department, the sheriff's office, the state's attorney, the county board. Unfortunately, except for 3 citations issued by animal control, the response of these government entities was pretty much limited to pointing fingers of blame at each other. So caring Boone County residents proposed ways to strengthen county ordinances to protect rodeo animals. Boone County residents tried to do the job of unresponsive so-called public servants, but they were met with resistance. One of the most outspoken opponents of their humane efforts is Boone County Board member Karl Johnson, who is the former chairman of the board. In the March 17, 2023 edition of WNIJ News, Johnson called the proposal to mitigate rodeo animal abuse the worst legislation he's seen in his 13-plus years on the board. I think we've allowed one set of individuals to hijack our entire process and to basically do this legislation for us, Johnson said. We failed to do our homework. We failed to look at this correctly. We failed a large portion of our population, and I'm sorry. If Johnson's comments are somewhat ambiguous, he's right about one thing. He and his fellow board members certainly failed to do their homework. So it's interesting that he criticized others who tried to do the job he admits he didn't do. And remember, Karl Johnson was the chairman of that admittedly failed board. Karl Johnson knows of the cruelty at the rodeos. Shark was releasing video footage during the roughly 2-month period we were documenting, week after week. Johnson knew the rodeos were violating not only state laws, but the rodeo's own humane rules, because we literally handed those rules to all the county board members, including him. Nevertheless, when those caring Boone County citizens advanced proposals to stop cruelty to animals, former board chairman Karl Johnson, the same guy who admits that he and the board he headed didn't do their job, led the opposition to the measure. So Karl Johnson, as well as board members Tom Walberg and Alisa Patterson, have opposed efforts to relieve the suffering of rodeo victims. The question is, why? What's going on, Karl? To find answers, I'm inviting Karl Johnson, Tom Walberg, and Alisa Patterson to a public debate about the cruel and illegal activities they support. We are currently reaching out to their offices to set up a time and place and we will update you on their response. This will be an opportunity for Johnson, Walberg, and Patterson to show the voters of Boone County just who they are and what, if anything, they stand for. Here's my email address. I look forward to hearing from them. If you care about animals and would like to see that debate between rodeo cruelty supporters and me, feel free to contact Johnson, Walberg, and Patterson. Their contact information is in the description section of this video. If they refuse to debate, which is my prediction, I extend the same invitation to any other Boone County Board member or rodeo supporters who want to defend this. Stay tuned, because Boone County's rodeo season will start in just a few short weeks, and Shark will be there. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to see more of our investigations and learn what you can do to help Shark help animals. Consider sharing our videos so other people can help save lives. If you'd like to support Shark directly, you can follow the donation link in the description section of this video. If you'd like to gain access to exclusive content, consider sponsoring us on Patreon.